Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Southport in the Premier League. It is our third season, I believe, and we're coming close to the end. We have 2 matches left to play, and Europe is actually a huge possibility. The problem is, one of these final 2 matches is Manchester United, who need just one more victory to essentially become champions. It is going to be a very difficult final match of the season, but it's certainly something that we can do alright in. Because we've played 2 further matches in between episodes, and we beat Chelsea 4-1 away from home. I have no idea what happened in this match, but we just suddenly turned it up to 11. It was Everard, Itabel, Butic and McKennie with goals for us. We then went and played Newcastle as well. We beat them 1-0. Damian Tilga with the goal. It means that we are up into 6th place in the table. We are top of the chasing pack. We cannot finish any higher. However, we most certainly can finish lower. We can actually finish all the way down in 9th if everything goes against us. We've got 2 matches left to play. Manchester United and Watford. Watford, one of the teams that we are battling as well. This is a huge, huge episode. If we get into Europe next season, yes, it will probably be the Europa League, but if we manage to get into Europe, that is a huge achievement. 10 seasons from the Vanarama North, the Conference North, whatever you want to call it, all the way up to European football in 10 years of football. That, I'd say, is an achievement. Let's go forward. Let's start then with the Manchester United game. We're at home as well, so hopefully we can do something at home. We're on good form. We've only lost 2 of our last 7 matches, 8 matches. That's not bad. We have managed to beat United in the past. We've beaten them once. They've beaten us 4 times. What is in our favour is the fact that they are on inconsistent form. They have drawn with Liverpool, drawn with West Brom, lost against Liverpool, beaten Spurs and lost against Man City. So they've not exactly had the easiest run of fixtures, apart from West Brom, you'd say. But they are not doing particularly hot at the moment. We are 4 wins out of our last 5, our only defeat coming against Arsenal. Let's go forward then. Manchester United, let's get to the starting 11. The starting lineup then for the United game will be Varro in goal, a back 4 of Granger, Mendes, Lezcano and Luke Matheson. Butic, Wang and McKennie in the middle because that is our best 3 midfielders. It's Tilga, Saulo and Itabel will be our striker today. We know Manchester United are very good. Obviously, they are currently top of the Premier League as well. They are 3 points away from potentially winning the league. And I say potentially because they technically still could lose it. Because even if they win, they could still lose on goal difference, but their goal difference is like 20 higher than Liverpool's. So yeah, they're pretty much guaranteed the title if they pick up 3 points here. Tilga has the ball for us. We are literally 1 minute on the clock. Plays the ball upfield to absolutely nobody. Skirnia loses out to Wang. Wang finds Itabel. Itabel goes for a first time chance and hits it wide of the post. That was the opportunity, wasn't it? That was the opportunity. We are seeing the goal kick as well. So far, a lot of this match has already come down to highlights. Paulo Cesar runs forward. Weston McKennie, the American, steals it away. Goes back to Butic. Butic, who I took a huge, huge risk on. And he might be winning English Young Player of the Year and Players Player of the Year or something like that. Tilga controls it not very well. And Angelino, the former Man City man, can get the ball forward. Yefremov. Back to the central midfielder, De Jong. Lezcano heads forward. João Felix gets it back though. Eddie Salcedo takes a long-range effort. It's just wide of Varro's post. It is still 0-0. We've started alright. United have started alright as well. Mendes with the free kick. Long ball towards the left-hand side. Itabel heads down to find Wang, the Chinese international. Lots of yellow shirts surging forward. Butic, Saulo on the left, heads it down to Itabel. Back to the Brazilian Saulo. Tilga doesn't manage to win his header. I think the weather just changed on an instant there. Butic has stolen the ball away as well. Butic to Luke Matheson. Not played a huge amount of football because Tails has been playing as our right back lately. Itabel's there. And Lucio Itabel has made it 1-0 against Manchester United. Could we screw over United from winning the league and help Liverpool win the league, our, I guess, rivals as well, I'm not sure, and also secure Europa League football in this one match? It's a possibility. It is definitely a possibility. If everything stays this way, we're finishing 6th. Wolves have just taken the lead against Man City, which means we're not 100% finishing 6th because they could still catch us up, but our goal difference is literally 11 goals better than theirs. Final 10 minutes of the first half. Butic's corner comes in. Lezcano's there. Doesn't win the header. De Jong can get the ball upfield to Salcedo on that left-hand side. He's going to run into the space. It's Matheson, I think it was, goes for a slide. Salcedo keeps going all the way but his effort is not very good. That deserved something, to be fair. Half-time then, we are somehow beating Manchester United. The champions-elect, we are beating Liverpool, beating Aston Villa as well, which means that will put both United and Liverpool on the same amount of points at the top of the table. We're not too interested in that, are we? We just want to make sure that we can do our job. Just going to get Kolo to do the team talk. He's done a reasonable one. Saulo, not doing so hot, nor is Wang, both on 6.6s, but as a team, we're performing all right. We are 1 goal to the good. De Gea's goal kick, literally 40 seconds into the second half. Skriniar plays it all the way across to Correa, who is absolutely ridiculous. And Granger, the Leicester loanee, steals the ball away. Butic to McKennie. I want to sign Granger, but he's going to cost too much money, so we've actually bought somebody else instead. Tilger down the right. Where's he going to go? Plays it towards the middle, but can't find a Southport shirt. Lescano's going to hopefully keep that ball in play. He does. What is this highlight? What is this highlight? Nothing's happened so far, so I'm a bit concerned that we're going to lose the ball. It's all the way back to Varro. Varro forward to Mendes. Mendes takes a touch and finds Lescano. Is he just going to play a long ball? Damian Tilger on the right-hand side. Matheson's running. Itabel's in on goal here. It's Lucio Itabel. I nearly called him Luke Itabel. It's Lucio Itabel. He was offside anyway. That wasn't really highlight-worthy. We are holding on here. We are definitely holding on. We've just 3 minutes away from the hour mark. Matheson, Butic passing. Tilger can cut inside from the right. Weston McKennie, the American, finds Matheson on the right-hand side. Needs to go into the middle. Saulo hopefully wins his head. Itabel's there. Lovely shot from Itabel, but into the hands of David De Gea. And the highlight is going to carry on, which concerns me a small amount. It's Yefremov, gets past Matheson, in on goal. What a save that is from Varro. Granger keeps the ball in play as well, stopping it going out for a corner. We are almost at the hour mark. I was about to do my subs. I wanted to do some subs. Itabel to Matheson. Can he cross the ball in? Finds Tilger. Itabel just about gets the ball. We are passing it around, looking real good, but not really making any headway in towards the goal. We're going backwards. We've gone into our own half now. Lescano finds Matheson if he can keep it in play. He does. Matheson runs towards the goal. Saulo's there, and the headed effort from the Brazilian blazes wide of the post right. It is time for a substitution. We're going to do Saulo off. We're going to do Rourke Murray on. Rourke Murray is a player who I said at the start of the season, I'm going to move him into the middle of the pitch. He's done so well on that left wing. I can't do that. I just can't bring him to move to be a central midfielder, basically. I think Watford are losing their game as well against West Brom, which is good news, because if Watford lose their game, they're not losing, they're drawing. That's not good news. That means technically still in the final game of the season, even if everything stays this way, we still might not finish 6th place. They've equalised. Bruno Fernandes cross straight into one of our players. De Jong back to Paulo Cesar. Watford have taken the lead against West Brom now. Lewis Duncan with the goal. It's all the way back to the goalkeeper, David De Gea. De Gea's pass out is not great. Itabel to Rourke Murray. In on goal. Rourke Murray hits the far post. And Bruno Fernandes can get the ball clear for United. Is it going to end the highlight? Matheson has the ball. Butic needs to get it forward. He's gone back to Lescano. It does end the highlight. Almost 15 minutes left. Fernandes' corner comes in. Varro comes out confidently claiming the ball. Does the young wonder kid goalkeeper from Serbia. If I'm not mistaken, he's Serbian. Matheson, lots and lots of space for Luke Matheson to run into. He's got so much space, so much energy to burn as well. He cuts inside. Damian Tilger thinks it towards Rourke Murray. Can't manage it. Granger's there. It's taken a few deflections, maybe? It's not taken a single deflection. It's a goal kick. Final 10 minutes. We're going to do a bit of time wasting. Itabel has had a superb game. Everard is going to be coming on just to give him a little bit of time and waste a little bit more time. We are going to beat United. Butic with a free kick. Back post. It's actually not back post. It was Weston McKennie. His headed effort goes over the bar. Got 5 minutes left to play. Mendes to Granger. Not the best throw. De Jong now has the ball. Plays it to Fernandes. Over the top. Correa heads back. Pedri cuts inside. Keeps going. Finds some space. A long-range effort from Pedri. But it goes well over the bar. We need to do our final substitution. It's going to be Tilger off for Rafik Melkonyan. We're then going to rearrange a few people. That will do. Rourke Murray can try his luck on the right-hand side now. Got a minute and 20 seconds of normal time. Everard controls it. The Belgian finds Rourke Murray, who switched sides as I've just mentioned. Melkonyan, the Armenian, controls it. Crosses it to Rourke Murray on the opposite side. And Rourke Bloody Murray has his 6th goal of the season. We are going to beat Manchester United. We are going to potentially ruin United's title chances. We are going to solidify our Europa League chances as well. What a game. What a performance from the team here. There is a highlight straight after the goal. West Brom have equalised as well. Kobe Gannon with the goal for West Brom means that we are almost set in stone to finish in 6th place if everything stays this way. Pedri runs forward with the ball for United towards the right hand side, gets past his man. It is a wonderful block. I don't know who it was who blocked it. It was an amazing block. The headed effort from Salcedo goes wide. We've got 4 minutes to play. We seem to be seeing so many highlights. Varro to Lezcano. Back to Sebastian Mendes, and Butic can get it forward to find Granger on that left-hand side, who I think has had a superb season for us on loan from Leicester. Everard cuts inside. Is he going to make it 3? He's gone for an effort. It's a shocking effort from Everard. It's still 2-0 though. If it stays this way, that is probably one of the performances of the season. Of course there's more highlights because, you know, it's Fergie time and he's not been in the game for like 15 years now. Salcedo with the ball. Butic closes him down. Salcedo's effort was absolutely shocking. That wasn't really highlight worthy. We'll have more. We've had more highlights in the final 10 minutes than we have for most of the game. Melkonyan has the ball from Weston McKennie. Has to go backwards to Mendes. Now Granger. Space to run into. Plays it on the ground instead. Everard is there. He's gone for goal himself. Rafik Melkonyan is there as well. But De Gea easily stops that ball from trickling across the line. 20 seconds left of this match. McKennie gets the headed ball from Granger. Back to Granger. He goes forward. Everard in on goal once again. 2, 3 in the middle. If he can cross the ball, he can, but Reddy clears it. Is it Reddy? It is Reddy. Is that going to be a corner or a throw? It's a throw. 94 minutes on the clock. 94 minutes are on the clock. We are over the 94. Just blow the whistle. Melkonyan has the ball. Back to Butic. Into Everard. Everard's effort is blocked by Reddy. The full-time whistle. Come on, ref. What are you doing? What are you waiting for like a third goal? Because if it's ours, I'll be happy with that. Melkonyan's there, doesn't win the header. The full-time whistle finally goes. And what a performance that is from Southport. 2-0 against Manchester United. Top of the table Manchester United. We're finishing 6th. I'm almost certain we are finishing 6th. So, West Brom drew with Watford. Which means Watford can't catch us anymore. So Watford are out of this. Wolves technically can catch us, but their goal difference is so bad compared to ours, there needs to be an 11-goal swing in Wolves' favour. We are playing Watford. So, who are Wolves playing? If Wolves are playing somebody... They've got United. They need to beat Manchester United 4 or 5-0, and we need to lose against Watford 4 or 5-0. We're finishing 6th. How have we finished 6th from that awful start? Well, 1 game left to go then. Let's go forward to the Watford game and let's solidify ourselves as a Europa League side for next season. We're in Europe. We're in Europe with Southport. So I've just had the sudden realisation that finishing 6th might not actually mean we were in the Europa League. We might end up in the Europa League too, because last season I think Spurs finished 6th and they got Europa League too. So I'm hoping it's proper Europa League. If it isn't, we'll just have to take Europa League 2. Anyway, let's go and play Watford then. Let's just jump straight into the starting 11s. We've played Watford a lot. On camera as well, and I'm pretty sure we played them earlier on in the season, and we lost to them. We've never beaten Watford. I didn't realise this. Every time we play Watford, I always forget we never beat them. So hopefully, now is the time. We're going for Varro in goal, a back 4 of Granger, Mendes, Lezcano and Tails Wesley. I'm sticking with it. He's a right back. From now on, he's a right back. Butic, Wang and McKennie in the middle. Tilga, Salo and Itabel as our strikers. Before any of you start moaning, and by before, you probably already have thought about it, Tails Wesley, retraining as a right back, isn't that weird. Ashley Young. That is all I will say. Ashley Young was a left winger and then ended up being a left back. So I'm just doing what lots of managers try and do and fail miserably. And I'll probably fail miserably with Tails as well. Usually for the final game of the season, where there's very little to play for or nothing at all, I guess in this case, I like to play the kids, but I'm a little bit concerned that we might lose 4-0 here. Mepham's headed effort for Watford goes over the bar. 1 minute on the clock already. Watford have their first chance. Because we don't do very well against Watford, I'm just a little bit nervous that 11-goal swing could happen. Yes, Wolves do still need to beat Manchester United, but we will probably lose against Watford. Butic, who's picked up an early injury, which is a bit of a concern. Saulo, lots of space to run into. He's got an option on the right-hand side. Keeps going to Saulo. Goes for a long-range effort. And Saulo has made it 1-0 against Watford. His 7th of the season. He's done all right, I think. He's had a reasonable year, Saulo has. 7 goals. I'm happy with that. 1-0 up against Watford as well. I'm also happy with that too. I'm thinking Butic is coming off. I'm thinking I need to bring him off sooner rather than later. Paulson's throw. Header from Mendes. It's Weston McKennie. Has to go back to Mendes. Now Granger forward to Saulo. Saulo's got a runner in front. It is Itabel. 2 on the right as well. Saulo's going to keep going it alone. He's going for another long-range effort. He saw his name up in lights again, didn't he? That one wasn't going to work. I don't want to risk him. So we're going to do Butic off. We're going to do Javier Leao on. He is the most versatile footballer I seem to have in my squad at the moment. Leao's played left back, right back. He's played centre back as well. He is 5'8", which isn't the best height for a centre back. Oh, what's happened? Why are Watford nearly scoring? What's happened there? They didn't, which is good, but that wasn't the best of starts for Leao, I guess. We've got a highlight potentially going Watford's way. Mount forward to Riesco. In the middle, finds Omre. Omre just kicks it straight into Mendes, and Saulo, now our goal scorer, runs past the centre circle, keeps going it alone. He's done it again. Paulson's free kick down the left. Riesco with some space. Ali's there, kicks it into Lezcano. Tells Wesley can kick the ball to Tilga. What are we doing? I don't know what Watford are doing there either. Someone was offside. It doesn't matter anyway. It's going to be a goal kick. That was a strange highlight. Varro with the goal kick. We've got about 7 minutes left to play the first half. Leao back to Varro. Left or right-footed ball to the left-hand side. Granger to McKennie. Space to run into for the old man of the team. He's 30. He's the oldest man in the team at 30. It's Tails Wesley, the makeshift right-back. Soon to be world-class right-back. Paulson forward, but headed down by Wesley. Leao and Tails passing between them. Leao once again. Tails doing a lovely little flick there. Didn't need to do it. Wang to Tilga. Tails was making a run. Ali's got past his man as well. Ali, by the way, I think is the second top scorer in the Premier League, or maybe even the top scorer in the Premier League. He's good. He's probably going to win lots of awards this season for Watford. For a team that haven't finished particularly high in the table, he's going to win a lot of awards. Leal with the ball forward to Itabel. Back to Granger. His final game in Southport colours. Itabel in on goal. And Lucio Itabel reels away in celebration. His 4th of the season. 2-0 up against Watford. This is 3 more points in the bag. We're finishing 6th. Not sure what's happening with Wolves. I think they're still drawing with Man United. And I also think Liverpool are still drawing their game. Lezcano to Varro. We've got 3 minutes of injury time in the first half. McKennie to Saulo on the left-hand side. He's going to run, and he's probably going to have a go from a long way out, isn't he? Saulo keeps going, does have another long-range effort. That one was even worse than some of his previous chances. 2-0. 2-0 at half-time. The title deciders then are both 0-0. Liverpool at home against Everton. That's a horrible final game of the season to potentially decide the title. Manchester United at home against Wolves, both of them 0-0. We are beating Watford at Vicarage Road. We're looking comfortable. I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't put a bunch of children on the bench. We've got like a normal subs bench at the moment. I should have put some of the kids on. The second half, nothing has happened so far. We've yet to have a single highlight at the moment. Manchester United have taken the lead against Wolves. It is Matthias Correa, which means so far the title is on its way to Manchester United. Mason Mount, edge of the area for Watford, plays it across to Gumney. Crosses towards the back. Omri is there, and Omri gets his 3rd goal of the season. I'm pretty sure he's only scored against us. I'm pretty sure every single one of his goals has come against us. It's 2-1. Right, we're going to do a change. Tilga's coming off. Rourke Murray's going to come on that right-hand side, I think, this time. He's done alright as that right-sided midfielder. He did score against United from that position, so maybe he can do it again. Mason Mount with a corner for Watford. Omre's there once again. The ball has found its way into the back of the net. It's 2-2. Chris Mepham. It's 2-2 against Watford. We were looking comfortable. We were looking absolutely comfortable in the first half, and we're going to throw it away. Again, I'm pretty sure we've done this like twice against Watford. We take the lead, we look good, and then we just throw it away. It's another chance. This is the 3rd. Here you go. Here's the 3rd. It's a wonderful save from Varro. Still 2-2. We've got 12 minutes left to play. Number 25, Mason Mount, has gone over to take the corner once again for Watford, this time from the right-hand side. Mepham's there, doesn't get it. Saka, back to Mount. Mount with some space and some time. He's actually spent way too much time on the ball, and Weston McKennie kicks the ball off the pitch for a throw. I don't really know what to do here, other than just keep with it. Itabel to Granger, crosses the ball in. Somebody's been pushed over. It is going to be a penalty. I'm pretty sure Miro Butic would be normally taking this, so I don't know who this is going to be. Who is this taking this penalty? It is Wang. Wang steps up, blasts it into the back of the net. He's wearing gloves. It's May. He's wearing gloves in May. It's 3-2 against Watford. Maybe we might actually pick up the 3 points here. Time is ticking away. 4 minutes of injury time. Elsewhere, Manchester United still winning. Liverpool still drawing. Liverpool are now winning. Liverpool have just taken the lead apparently against Everton. We have won our final game of the season. 3-2. Saulo, Itabao and Wang with the goals. I'm now interested to see what's happened in the Premier League run. Also what's happening in the FA Cup. Because depending on what the final is, we might end up in Europa League 2 again. I say again, we didn't get it last year. So United did win the league 1-0 against Wolves. Liverpool did beat Everton as well 1-0 with a 92nd minute winner, but it was not enough. The goal difference was just far, far too good for Manchester United. Now then, FA Cup. FA Cup. That's what we need to have a look at. Who's in the final? It's Chelsea-Liverpool. We're in the Europa League. It's Chelsea-Liverpool. We're in the Europa League because both of them have already qualified for the Europa League regardless. We're in the Europa League, and Wolves might be in the Europa League too. Southport confirmed best ever Premier Division finish. I'm pretty sure that is our 4th season in the Premier League or 3rd. It's our 3rd, wasn't it? Yeah, so we survived, we almost got Europe, we now have Europe. 3 seasons in the Premier League and we've managed to get ourselves into the Europa League, which means next year we either have to try and win the Europa League or go one stage better and qualify for the Champions League. I think both of them is probably a bit of a stretch. We have got £35 million as well for finishing 6th, and we have some confirmation that we are in the Europa League. And then £2 million goes out to the players. Oh no, the squad and backroom staff as well for finishing 6th. £2 million, is that it? That's nothing. Well, as it is the end of the season, it's obviously the end of season awards time as well. Butic has been inducted into the overall best 11 in the starting 11 as well. Anybody else joining in? I don't think it is. It is literally just Miro Butic. Also, there is a name on that list, and I'm not going to spoil it, but there is a name on that list there of a player who's returning to the club. I will not tell you who it is, although of the list of players there, there's not a huge amount of players who would be good enough to return to the club, but someone is definitely coming back from those players. Miro Butic wins himself Fans Player of the Season as well, which I'm pretty sure that is the 3rd season in a row or 2nd season in a row that he's managed to do that. Mendes and Tilga in 2nd and 3rd. Saulo, with the goal that we saw earlier on in the episode, wins goal of the season. We clearly didn't score a huge amount of goals this year then that were any good. Itabao was signing of the season. Butic is Young Player of the Season. And there you can see our best 11, which is our best 11. Like, there's no two ways about it. That's pretty much what we played. Question about Saulo as our striker. We still haven't really tied down the front 3. The front 3 still rotates. We've got our goalkeeper now. We've got our back 4. Granger won't be here next year, but we've got our back 4. We've got our midfield. It's the front 3 that we're struggling to tie down. Which you can tell because our top goal scorer only has 8 goals and played as a right winger for most of it. Damien Tilga with 8 goals. Butic with the highest average rating. 12 assists as well for Butic. Varro can easily pass to Mendes and Lezcano for most of the season. Butic as well with 7 man of the matches. Leal and Mendes picking up 8 yellow cards each and not a single red card this year. Next season, the board, Charlie Clapham, wants us to be a mid-table Premier League side. Fine. Fair enough. I mean, every year they're just like, yeah, mid-table, that's fine. And I guess we tell them that? Mid-table? They're happy with mid-table. Cool, that is exactly what we want to do. We're going to keep going forward. Where are we going to go for our training camp? What nationality do we have of players here? We're going to the USA again, because we've got Weston McKennie, we've got Logan McCracky. And I mentioned it earlier, there you go. Miro Butic wins Players Young Player of the Year, an average rating of 7.42 in 37 appearances. He missed 1 match all season. Congratulations, Miro Butic. Well done. Please don't leave me. You are far too good for my side, but please don't leave me. We're in Europe next year. You're going to love that. Sorry, what? So, I was not expecting this. I've won Manager of the Year. Me. Last year was Guardiola. Literally, I finished 6th. I finished 6th and I won Manager of the Year. And I started bloody awfully as well. I'll take it, but okay, fair enough. Oh, my chairman is happy with me as well. Cool, thanks. Thanks, buddy. Cheers. I don't know when these get updated, but they don't seem to get updated a lot at the moment. We've literally, since the start of the save, 3 people have joined this list and are still on it. Which is Cameron Archer, of all people, which I find obscure, considering he's now retired at the age of 26. Cameron Archer's there. Raul Correa is there, who is now a scout for us. He's rubbish, but I want to keep him about. And then myself as a legend. That's it. No one else is new. I need to get some players turning up in this list, I think. Oh, we've got our transfer budget, which isn't particularly big, but I know why. I have already spent about 30 million in the summer, so I'm not too fussed. Still 40 million to spend is decent. The board have upgraded our youth facilities, or they will be upgrading them, which is good news. And we are improving our youth category finally from 3 to 2. We're still garbage. We don't ever get any good youth players, but hopefully one day soon that might change. And by soon, 3 years down the road, we might not even be here anymore. Oh, we've got a bigger stadium as well. We've got a bigger stadium. Next year, we're going to be playing back at our proper stadium that we've played in one season. We've been in the Premier League now for 3 years. We played at the JJB, or whatever it's called, the Wigan Stadium. We then played at our brand new Southport Stadium, and then at Goodison Park last season. So next year, we're back to the Southport Stadium, and then probably the year after that, we'll be back at Goodison Park, I reckon. A few more days have passed. We're now on the 20th of May. We've got ourselves the commercial summary and scouting budget and all that lot. Also, Lecce have made an offer of 5.5 million for Antoine Prevost, or Prevot, or whatever you want to call him. I don't know why we're being told. Is it because I've added him on my shortlist? Okay, yeah. I think we still get some money from this deal as well. He's actually not that great, is he? I'm kind of glad we sold him when we did. Commercial summary, then the big thing there that I always like to look at is the top shirt seller, and it is Wang. Of course it's Wang, because we've now got ourselves a Chinese player who obviously will sell lots of shirts in China. Everard McKennie as well, up there, which is a bit of a surprise. Butich and Rourke Murray, who I think Rourke Murray is probably the closest to becoming one of those players on our icons and legends list, because he's been here for a few years now. Scouting budget as well for next year. I mean, we're already scouting the world, so it's fine. It's literally been 2 days, and Cameron Archer's disappeared. Cameron Archer's disappeared from this list, so it's now just me and Raul Correa. That's all it is now. Well, I think then that will do it for this season and this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Southport in the Premier League. Next year, it will be Football Manager 2020 with Southport in the Premier League and the Europa League group stages, although this concerns me. This concerns me that we don't have the EC there. We're definitely in the Europa League, right? Hold on. We do still have to find out who wins the Champions League. Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out then. I mean, even if Liverpool don't win that, we're still in the Europa League though, right? There we go. A few days later, Liverpool still haven't played the Champions League final, but we have got our confirmation that we have secured qualification for the Europa League. That is going to do it then for this episode. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020, and indeed this season of Football Manager 2020 with Southport. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you're new here and you want to see our European adventure, hit that subscribe button. You can also click the bell thing to get a notification whenever a new video comes out. It's every other day at the moment at about 6 PM UK time. And I will see you in the next episode and the next season with Southport.